Oh my god, hey, it's MickeyJoTheatre here. I'm currently in New York, but what you are about to see is highlights from my most recent MickeyJoTheatre live show at the Phoenix Arts Club, which I do every month at that iconic cabaret venue in London. It's also live streamed internationally, and the next show is going to be on the 17th of November, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Last month, I was thrilled to be joined by the wonderful performers Tobias Turley from Mamma Mia, as well as Joaquin Pedro Valdes from Heathers and The Baker's Wife. Also, the brilliant musical theatre composer Matthew Harvey was talking about his brand new musical Unbound, joined by special guest performers, his wife Katy Shaman, as well as Courtney Stapleton. We also did a musical theatre trivia quiz. Check out the highlights from last month's show. All the footage you're seeing comes directly from the live stream. If you would like to buy a live stream ticket for an upcoming show, like I said, I'll be back on the 17th of November for more MickeyJoTheatre Live, where I will be joined by some very exciting guests. Liv Andrusier from Ride the Musical and Fiddler on the Roof, the Olivier Award winning Jak Malone from Operation Mincemeat, and the musical theatre composer Pippa Cleary. I've run out of breath. Enjoy last month's MickeyJoTheatre Live.
It's been 4 weeks, right down to the day. Now Mickey Jo's back for a cabaret. I put a spell on you. And now you're mine. Hello, Phoenix Arts Club. Whatever it takes to make him say your name. I don't learn the names, don't bother with faces. All I can trust is this concrete oasis. You're planning your future. You'll go to some college and marry a lawyer. So you better start building some walls. Why do we build the wall, my children, why do we build the wall? Who knows this show? This is a sing-along. Why do we build the wall? We build the wall to keep us free. That's why we build the wall. We build the wall to keep us free. Song time. He wrote new lyrics which won't last because it's very difficult rhyming this fast. So in lieu of a snazzy ending to the medley, I'm going to get the very talented Thomas Arnold to play the famously hard ending section. Thank you so much. As you should, for musical director and accompanist Thomas Arnold, who is going to play the end of Sweeney Todd. Hello, everybody. Hello, Phoenix Arts Club. Hello, everybody watching via live stream around the world. Who was at MusicalCon this weekend? Did we have a nice time at MusicalCon this weekend? Yeah. Highlight of the weekend. Everyone answer at the same time. Vague musical cacophony. Love it. It's nearly November, and what is happening in November? The Wicked movie and absolutely nothing else. If you have a birthday, if you were born in November, not this year, I'm very sorry. If you're getting married, if like important life events, is your birthday's in November? It's not anymore, Tom, it's not. Tom, the Wicked movie's coming out in November. You can have a birthday next year or pick a different month. You've had so much warning for this. Back here at the venue for another MickeyJoTheatre Live. If you don't know me, if you have no idea who I am, and you just came here for the lovely Phoenix Arts Club, or because you thought you were buying tickets to Stranger Things: The First Shadow, this show, almost exactly the same.
Next time I go and get the bread, I know exactly what I'll wear. A belt that's tight, a shirt that's red and open, just enough to show a little hair. And I'm singing, oh, proud lady. But there's nothing I won't try to win the one true love of my whole life.
That's the sweetest song you've ever heard about an affair.
I was told by a friend of mine after he saw the show, The Baker's Wife with the Meunier, said that is easily the horniest song in musical theatre. Yeah, so
It's like classically horny. It's
classically, it's classy.
Yeah, it's like a romance novel.
Yeah, I was in the ensemble. I was playing Simba when the Simba was off ill, but on my regular track, I was a nipple plant. I was a... Have you not seen The Lion King?
I have, but I don't...
So in Can You Feel the Love Tonight, they do this lovely, like, little lion ballet when we're all singing Can You Feel the Love Tonight? And
Yeah.
downstage right, if you saw me on tour, you would not miss me. I was wearing a gorgeous green ensemble, and it was called, by Julie Taymor, The Nipple Plant. I literally looked like the coronavirus. It was a green bodysuit with red spikes coming off all over it, and you just needed to work it.
Amazing.
So, or a grass head on.
I was going to say, what were you during Circle of Life?
Circle of Life, I was one of the kite flyers.
Nice.
Yeah, I was right on top of Pride Rock.
Oh, you'd have been a good Jamie in the last 5 years.
Maybe on the next guest.
You can still do that here. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
One of my favorite songs to sing.
Who, if you were to do that in the West End, who would you do that with?
Oi, wow.
Has Lucy Jones done it?
Or I'll plant another seed there. I'd love to do it with Frances Maley. McCann. That would be a great Jamie and Kathy.
That would also,
be
yeah.
so
Who you starred with in Death Note, but also Heathers, I guess. You did Heathers together.
Yes, we did Heathers together. The 2021 comeback. I think Yvonne is here. We did it together as well. So, yeah. And now he's still doing it on tour. Now playing Kurt or Ram? Kurt. So he
Which one wears the tie? Because I literally never know the difference.
Ram. So Yvonne also played Ram on our run.
Uh-huh.
But then he's playing Kurt.
But now he's Kurt. And you were?
I was Ram.
And you were?
Kurt.
Okay.
Wow, this is like Spidey
You
Inception.
see why it's confusing. Like, it's not... We have to talk about Death Note, because this was the... Who saw Death Note in concert? This was the moment, because I'd seen you on stage before, but this was a true arrival of like, this is a leading man. And it is not a want, it is a need that we need to see that on stage.
Yeah, we need to see it on stage. Yeah, it's we miss it. We really do. I think that was a great like opportunity to work with a completely East and Southeast Asian cast. We had Anna Pascal and Amy Atkinson playing the Gods of Death, which is so bonkers. We did do the recording, so we're keeping our fingers crossed for a nice release date. So, you know, if you are impatient, just go to the social media of Death Note and just
email them,
bug
them.
Just bug them nonstop.
What are the roles, other than the ones we've already cast you in, that you would love to play now that there are fewer boundaries there, now that those walls are coming down?
All of them, because I need the work.
Every single role.
Every single one. No, seriously, like, I think the pandemic really taught me a lesson. All of it, all of a sudden, can just go away overnight, literally. So I really took stock, and I had a vision wall, you know, put all my ambitions and my roles and my shows that I want to do. I took all of them down because I didn't know what was going to happen the next day. Agony, far more painful than yours, when you know she would go with you if there only were doors.
Am I not sensitive, clever, well-mannered, considerate, passionate, charming, as kind as I'm handsome, and heir to a throne?
You are everything maidens could wish for.
Then why no?
Do I know?
The girl must be mad.
Mad. I must have her to wife.
You're both so good at Sondheim.
Oh, stop it.
You are very good, but you've been in Mamma Mia and doing pop songs.
Basically
on the telly.
Sondheim.
It's basically...
I had to tan... I'm very white, so like twice a week. And they'd come up to you and they'd go, you need to tan. You need to tan, you need to shave your beard. And you need to come up for a haircut. Okay.
I would love that, though, because this is a thing. When you're on a West End, like a long-running contract, they cut your hair for you.
They do, yeah. I've had to pay for my first haircut now.
Oh, imagine.
I know, horrible. I've not paid for one in like over a year.
I think the trade-off of having people twice a week come up to you and be like, tan now.
You look gross. Go home and tan.
Is this currently no fake tan?
Oh yeah, I don't tan now. It's a hard thing to get over. You look in the mirror and you're like, am I ill or am I like just not tanned?
Have either of you been in for Wicked? Well, you can tell me.
We were
later.
talking about this earlier. Yeah, I did one round and they just don't like me. I thought it went really well.
Wow.
I did, what's that, As Long As You're Mine. I did that and I was like, that went pretty well. Yeah. And even the pianist was like, I was like, I'll see you next week.
It was actually it was 0. It's just like...
I haven't
no.
seen them since.
No.
Bastards.
Was that recently? Was that this time around?
Say that again?
Was that a fresh wound? Was that this time around?
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad I brought that up. That was great.
Thanks, mate.
Okay.
That movie's going to be rubbish. After the live final, obviously we had a party, and I got home at like 6 a.m. I had to be in the Novello at about 11 a.m.
Oh my God.
I rocked up for my costume fitting, hammered. And then I sat down with the MD, and I was like, Marcus, we're not singing today. The wave could end whenever, you know? And it's kind of crazy that there's even a wave in the first place. But I'm going to ride it as much as I can and just rinse this industry for all it's got. No, I'm joking. No, I just want to do so many things. I guess I'm taking this opportunity to do so.
There you go. So people need to go and check out Scene Stealers podcast.
Yes, please. I'm begging you.
Go follow Toby on socials. Doesn't hurt. And next time you're at Wicked, just loudly say how great you think he would
Just scream profanities at the Fiero. So what am I now? What am I now? What if I'm someone you don't want around? Then I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling. And the coffee's out at the Beechwood Cafe. And it kills me 'cause I know we've run out of things we can say. And what if I'm down? What if I'm out? What if you're someone I just want around? Then I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling.
I won't rest till you're here, safe in my arms. Nothing can keep me from you, my love, my everything. I never dreamed the words would mean so much. It's my wife, the fabulous Katy Shaman.
Wonderful Katy Shaman over here. Important. Did either of you sing at your wedding?
Did we? Oh,
Memorable day.
You know
Memorable
what? But we thought, let's do a big family band thing. So we bought Katy's father a harmonica, which his wife and my mother-in-law's never forgiven me for. So we spent, maybe 6 months learning these 3 chords so we could all do Mustang Sally.
I was slightly pained when you spoke about the family band thing because Erin, James and I are in the early stages of wedding planning and... Thank you. Tickets on sale. I don't know. No. Can you imagine? But I have a lot of very talented musical people in my family, and the way you just described it sounded incredibly whimsical and carefree, and I envision a different scenario. The first time I became aware of you, I was going to say the first time we met, but I don't think I said anything. This was at the London Musical Theatre Orchestra, and they do these playthroughs once a month. They still do them. If you want to get involved, I encourage you to do so. They're very fun. But they were doing Wicked, and you were singing Fiero.
I was, and actually, Katy was...
And Katy was also there.
Glinda.
You were singing Glinda.
Yeah.
And were you together at that
weren't.
point?
I wished we were. I spent the whole day sighing every time Katy sang. So
And
we
it
weren't together at that
worked.
point.
How soon after that did you get together?
Probably a couple of months, I think. Maybe three months.
But you were also a fantastic Fiero in the playthrough of... I had the very memorable role of Man One who sings, "No one mourns the wicked." Done.
Do you not do The Wizard Will See You Now?
No.
The best line in the whole show.
It is the best line in the whole show. No, because this is terrible. If I had that line, I have the fantasy in my head is that you have that line and then you become an actor about it and you're doing but what word am I really hitting? And it's so structured within this song.
Will see you now.
I'm the wizard will see you now. The wizard. And so I have this vision of they've done the whole production number one short day and I'm going out on stage and I make them wait and I just hold it, I'm the wizard will see you now.
There is a clip of the guy. There's a clip of the guy missing it. He goes.
No, my favourite line is, "Defaming our poor wizard." and he doesn't get to finish the sentence. It's the same as the Les Mis and in a bed.
My line was better in Les Mis. I had the best line of the show.
What was your Les Mis line?
They're retreating! That was it.
You didn't sing?
I sang a bit, not by myself.
I was going to say you used to be a performer, but you still perform because you were one of... We hear this story a lot of people called back to shows to come and save the day, and you got called back to go and do Jesus Christ Superstar as
Jesus.
As Jesus, in the small role of Jesus.
Just having a lovely afternoon, and my agent was saying, what are you doing tomorrow? I was like, oh, maybe he wants to catch up. I was like, freeze a bird? What are you saying? He went, do you want to play Jesus in Sunderland? Like, oh, I don't know. He's like, can you get in the car right now? But the cast were great, and it's one of those productions. I don't know if anyone saw the Regent's Park production, but just one of those like really special pieces of theatre that everyone who's done it would just drop everything to go back and do. It's stunning. It's gorgeous.
Were you, after the first one, were you like, do I want a second glass of wine tonight, or might I be Jesus tomorrow?
Well, so the thing is, the real kicker is all the like getting tortured and stuff, and I was like giving my best.
That's not great.
Laurence Olivier, like, I'm going to just scream my head off. Got really into it, and then got back to my bed that night. I was like, I can't breathe. Like, my throat was just gone. I was like, hi, Ian, just, are you doing the show tomorrow? Are you feeling up to it? You're just like, yeah, I think I will. Like, okay, great, well, just let me know. Thank God. Because I had absolutely nothing. That would have not been great. That would have been the baritone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus Christ baritone.
That's exactly what people go to Jesus Christ Superstar for, is famously low vocals.
Why should I die?
Yeah, why?
Spoken.
Again, an actor. Be an actor.
Yeah.
Why should I die? Why should I die? Yeah. There's so many different choices you can make. Hoxton Hall, 27th of October. More plugs to come.
And there's pizza.
And there's pizza.
There's a pizza van. The amount of people that I've been like, you come to Unbound, they go, it's a pizza. Like, I have also written a show, but yeah, there's pizza.
This is true. No, because when you get into the theatre industry, like, it's really like year one of like being embroiled in the theatre industry is like, I get to go to these opening nights and these galas. Year two, it's like, okay, but are they doing food? Is food happening? And people ask me.
Slushies as well. Like we I think we put more effort into the after party than the actual.
We love a slush. Oh no, we love a slush. The theatre industry in the West End and on Broadway and worldwide has recently mourned several devastating losses, including the wonderful Gavin Creel. This is a performer whose talent and artistry was outshined only by his well-documented extraordinary kindness. And there's been such an outpouring of love. I had the good fortune of seeing him twice on stage in London and getting to meet him briefly afterwards. I was a huge fan. He came out of the stage door of the Book of Mormon, walking his dog, Wally, and as would have, the dog came out first, and I greeted the dog by name. Which is no, it's not cute. It's not, it's weird, I'll be honest. Like, you're leaving your workplace and there's a teenage boy there saying hello to your dog. It is strange. I'm not going to sing a song he ever sung, because that is a fool's errand, because no one else will ever sing a Gavin Creel song as well as Gavin Creel. So I'm going to sing something that was sung about him during his Broadway debut. Just like that, without any warning, at 2 a.m, he suddenly, everything today is thoroughly a random remark, occasional sigh, that day in the park, the gleam in his eye. So coax me, implore me, I promise you won't bore me. Oh, Jimmy, I might say yes. Please welcome back to the stage Tobias, Turley, Joaquin, Pedro, Valdes, Katy Shaman, and Matthew Harvey, and Ellie Talks Theatre to co-host some musical theatre trivia.
What type of flour did the Broadway production of Waitress use among its props?
A good question, isn't it?
Hang on. What types of flour are there?
It's a thinker.
Self-raising.
Someone could have
Castor.
Someone could have been celiac in the
That's
cast. Yeah, I did that.
Oh, gluten-free.
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 It's correct.
That's correct! What giant prop was ultimately cut from the opening moments of the musical I'm So Sorry,
Don't say
Wicked? It is, I'm sorry.
Set up here.
I wrote this yesterday. This was not planned.
So I know Tobias was cut from it, What's happening opening?
It was a witch's hat.
Oh!
It was a giant
very
witch's
good.
hat. Come take a prize.
If she was a real person, how old would Veronica Sawyer have been on September 1st, 2024?
I love this question.
Oh, good lord. September 1st, 1989.
Anyone got a good
Think about
GCSE
it.
math?
So 89, she's probably 17. So we're adding 11 to 2000 to 28. 17 and 35. 45, 50, 52.
The correct answer is 52. Boom! This is maybe my favourite question of the whole quiz. What was the name of the pub that Tom Francis walked past during the London run of Sunset Boulevard while performing the titular song?
It's the one by the Pret. Is it like the Duke of something?
Is it the Duke of something?
It is not the Duke of something.
That is not an official guess. That's not an official guess. Can I, the Duke of... Are you sure?
It's not the Duke of
Not the
anything.
Duke of-
Oh, I wasn't listening. Sorry. Pass it, yes.
We have a hand here.
I was thinking...
It's the coal hole. Come get a second prize. Oh my
A
gosh.
second prize!
The 1968 film Buonasera, Mrs. Campbell, about airmen returning from war to Italy, is rumoured to have inspired the plot for which musical?
From Here to Eternity?
That was based on the film From Here to Eternity. We have an answer down here. It's Mamma Mia.
Shut the front door!
Do you want to tell us a little bit about the context for the song we're going to hear from Unbound, performed by the exceptionally talented Courtney Stapleton, everybody? Round of applause.
So instead of, Iris, who's the main character, deciding she's going to be evil, she's kind of gone from being evil and enjoying some magical powers to deciding that she's actually going to save the day, even though that the town that she lives in has not been the nicest to her.
Where's the girl wide awake looking up at the sky? So full of hope. Just look at you. And with this fire I found, I'll face the chaos that I gave this town. The ties that bind me finally unwound, unafraid, uncontrolled,
We're back here on November 17th, where we will be joined by, from the recent production of Fiddler on the Roof, as well as Ride the musical, one of my favourites, Liv Andrusier, is going to be joining us. You should be excited. You should. The groundbreaking musical theatre composer Pippa Cleary is going to be joining us, which is very exciting, of Adrian Mole, the musical, of The Great British Bake Off, of My Sons Are Queer. And also, I think maybe our first ever Olivier Award winner guest at MickeyJoTheatre Live, from the very popular Operation Mincemeat, Jak Malone is going to be here. If you don't know, this is how I end my YouTube videos. I feel the need to explain that before I do it, because it's a little bit strange. Feel free to sing along, because this is really high. Oh, 10 more seconds. I'm MickeyJoTheatre. Oh my god, hey, thanks for watching. Have a stagey day. Subscribe!
I hope you enjoyed the highlights from last month's MickeyJoTheatre live show. Make sure to join me next month, or this month even, on the 17th of November. Next weekend, in fact. Oh my goodness, I will have just got back from the US. I'll be joined by Liv Andrusier, Jak Malone, and Pippa Cleary. There will be song, there will be chat, there will be laughter, there will be musical theatre trivia. You can win prizes. Join us either in person at the Phoenix Arts Club or via live stream. Links to tickets are in the description and the comments of this video. I hope to see you there. And I hope everyone is staying safe and that you have a stagey day.
For 10 more seconds, I'm MickeyJoTheatre. Oh my god, hey, thanks for watching. Have a stagey day. Subscribe!